Okay, here's some rotation stuff I want to show you that's just for fun. So I'm going to go ahead and make a triangle. And, whoops, did not mean to do that. Let's try again. Polygon. Boom, boom. Let's do maybe there. There we go. Something like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and set the origin as a dot, as a point. And then I'm going to go ahead and do my rotations. Let's go ahead and go to any angle, and I'll go ahead and I'll click on my triangle, and I'll click on the point I want to rotate about, and I'm going to go 90 degrees. Now this would be really fun. If I had more time, I would go, and I'll do clockwise because the other video I showed you counterclockwise. This would be really fun if I could do lots of degrees and just do many of these triangles, but we're just going to do 4 for now, so I'll go OK. And I'll make that new triangle a different color because that's just fun. So let's go ahead and make that green. And then we will go back to, we can either go back to our original triangle or to that second one, but I want to go to the original triangle. I have something in mind here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the original triangle and the center point, and instead of going 90 clockwise, let's see here, we will go 180. So let's try that. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and change that color just for fun. Make that guy maybe red. And then we'll go back to our original triangle, and we will rotate this guy, the original guy. This time instead of 180, we'll do 270, and we'll do it clockwise again. So we'll say OK. And something looks incredibly wrong there, so I screwed up. Let's go back. Let's do an undo. And we will go transform the entire triangle, and we'll do that about this point, and we'll do it 270 degrees clockwise. Okay. And again, oh dear, that just looks horrible. Dang it, hold on, let me fix this. Okay, I don't know what I kept doing wrong, but I tried it again and I was able to rotate clockwise 270 degrees. And we're going to make that last one a different color. So this triangle, we will go here and then hit the plus button. Oh, by the way, we can also make these like darker and lighter if you haven't tried that. So that's kind of cool. But let's go ahead and do a plus, and maybe I'll put in like a gold, you know. Okay, so there we go. So now we got some cool colors going for our triangles. And do you guys recognize what this shape is? Yeah, it's something. Maybe you've seen it before. Maybe you remember the name. Maybe it's on the tip of your tongue. I don't want to spoil the surprise. I don't want this to be a spoiler, so I'll let you guys figure it out. But this thing, we're going to make it do what these things do in the real world. Yeah, yep. So anyways, how are we going to do that? What we're going to do is this. We're going to go and try some cool new things with Geogebra. See this guy right here? It's called a slider. Now, I don't know about you, but me personally, I like sliders. I find them to be tasty. It's one of my favorite foods, you know, those little hamburgers. But this kind of slider is it's nearly as good. So we're going to go click on that, and I'm going to go ahead and add it to the screen. And for now, I'm just going to leave it exactly as it is, and I'm just going to remember that this slider has a variable d associated with it. So I'm going to say OK. And then here's the slider. Yay. And then we're going to do, just for the fun of it, we'll make a second one. And that one's variable e, and I'll say OK. And you can play around with it. I think you can change the variable names, and you can change the values, and there's all kinds of things you can change with these sliders. But here's what I want to show you is really neat. I'm going to go ahead and get the pointer tool and click on point C here. See, the thing I want to point out is that this point right here, this is C prime. It's based on this point. And see this point over here, this is C prime 1. It's based on this point and this point. And see this C prime 2? It's based on this point and this point and this point. Now, just to exhibit what I'm trying to tell you is, watch this. I'm going to click on point C, and when I do, I'm going to drag it around, and look what happens. Isn't that fun? Yeah, it really is, isn't it? Okay, so anyways, I'm going to go ahead and double click on that guy, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it so the coordinates of point C are D, comma, E. Now, we may have some problems with this because these are positive numbers right now, so I don't know what's going to happen, but let's go ahead and give it a try. And okay, so that's cool. That's not so bad. And then I'm going to go ahead and change my sliders. Okay, not bad. And then I'm going to change this slider. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now, here's where things start to get interesting. If you didn't think they were already interesting enough as it is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this slider and go to the three dots, and I'm going to go to Settings. Well, actually, right here, I could just go to Animation. So I'm just going to go click on Animation. And then I'm going to come to this slider and click on the three dots and go to Animation. And now I've got a little rotation animation going. Fun, huh? Now I think there's ways to speed it up. I can't be sure. I guess maybe if you go to Settings, maybe there's a way that you go in here, Show Slider. I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure. You might have to fiddle around with that to see if you can speed the thing up or not. Maybe one of the things is make it so that the range of values that the slider is equal to. Let's see here. Right now the range of values it goes from -5 to 5, and there is no increment listed. Maybe if we made the increment different, I don't know, maybe if we made it like 0.5. It's probably set to like 0.1 right now. What if I try 0.5? Maybe that'll speed things up a little bit. Let's see if it does. Nope, didn't really speed things up. Just made the motion a little more jerky. Okay, so anyways, who knows? Maybe 0.1. Maybe it was set to 0.1 before. I mean 0.01 before. Let's see if that does anything. It's interesting. So this one's definitely moving by 0.1, and this one's definitely moving by 0.01 or something like that. Anyways, I'll leave it to you to figure out a way to make it so it goes faster, or to try some other interesting effects. Okay. So again, I just wanted to show you this so that you could have a little fun with this rotation portion of transformations that we're studying right now. So play around with it and enjoy. Try it with different shapes. Try it with more of them, and maybe try it with more sliders. I don't know. Just play around with it. See if you can have some fun with it.